Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another single song reaction. I have my nephew
Hunter
here with me, and we are in the middle of listening to 4 different songs, sort of different styles, for him to sort of like check out and see if he enjoys. The first song we listened to was by a band called what? Do you remember?
311.
311, yep. I showed him Down. That should already be up on my channel. And now I'm going to switch over to a song that's sort of similar in style in that it's not, I don't think there's any rap in this song. They start the video off kind of with like a little funny rap that they do in this like grocery store type thing. But the song itself this is the one that I sort of described as a Tony Hawk soundtrack song. This is much more of like sort of like a pop punky song. And this is just a song that's always stuck with me throughout my adult life now since I first heard it way back when. I think this song is from like 2000, 1999, 2000, around there. We're not going to do a ton of research on this or anything, just to elaborate. I want to say at the beginning of this video, if this is your first video with us, leave recommendations of songs in the comments for us to listen to. I only get to see Hunter maybe once a weekend or so one weekend or so every month, maybe every month and a half. So when he comes over, we're going to try to record little batches of videos here and there that I can release on my channel spread out over time. So if you have suggestions of songs that you want him to listen to, leave them in the comments. I'll make notes of everything and pick certain things. I'm not guaranteeing everything will get picked. But classic songs, new songs, he does surprise you with stuff that he does already know. He has a very good memory to retain things. So once he hears a song, he pretty much knows a lot of it, you know. So and can remember it really well. So that's why we're kind of listening to certain songs to just kind of see what he likes, branching off into other things. So we're going to be listening to a band called Sum 41 today. And the song we're going to be listening to is called Fat Lip. Fat Lip. And I don't think you've heard this yet. It's possible it may have popped up somewhere. It's got a very memorable chorus that you can like sing along with. I really like the verses. It's very chaotic sort of sounding. I like the music video as well. This is another music video that makes me feel sort of nostalgic because I used to watch a lot of MTV and Fuse and VH1 back in the day when they played a lot of music videos. And so I would watch lots of music video television. And this song was on all the time. So shall we just check it out?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So this is Fat Lip by Sum 41.
Nevertheless, in my dress for the occasion, it's number 32. Now here's the situation.
With the beat, moves your feet, then don't change the station. Back with the leaving on a permanent vacation.
Well, I'm a disaster.
A microphone master.
Put on the tape, a rock and ghetto blaster. It's not about the money, cause it tells a resort. It's about sweating all the in the biker shorts.
Let you know when. Don't count on me, I'll do it again. Don't count on me, it's the point you're missing. Don't count on me, cause I'm not listening. No good at law, middle class right. And I don't give about nothing. You sitting on the corner talking all like a puppet, but you don't make sense or all against you. Cause if the end don't stay, you'll be ringing off the hook. You're on the headless.
Okay, so I still can't figure out what's going on there, but that's all right. Doesn't matter. So how did you feel about that?
That was definitely better than last time.
Okay, okay.
And I definitely did like it compared to other punk songs or whatever.
Right.
I don't.
It's kind of like pop punky. See, there was two bands that were huge and enormous at this time. And so a lot of bands that kind of sounded similar to them started to become popular. And those two bands, I know you know at least some of their songs, Green Day
Oh, yeah?
and Blink-182. Both of those. You might not know as many Blink-182 songs, but you definitely know Green Day songs. But both of those bands were started as sort of like very sort of like punky rock bands. And then they started doing sort of more poppy sort of sounding songs that fit more with like mainstream rock radio and stuff.
Yeah.
And then all these other bands like Newfound Glory, this band, Brand New, got so many bands started coming out, and this sort of like pop punk sort of like, I don't want to necessarily say emo, but like to me, that's a word I associate with a little bit. Emo stuff was a little bit more gothic-y usually, but they all sort of had the same kind of sound. And you'll see with the next song we listen to, it has sort of a similar sound to this, but a totally different vibe. So there's a lot, watching that music video was very nostalgic for me. Like I said, it was going to be, but there's a lot of things in there. So did you catch anything with the music video specifically?
Well, I guess it was definitely people having a good time.
Mm-hmm. Didn't it look like they were just kind of having fun, though?
Oh, yeah.
But also, like, it kind of was just like do you know what hoodlums are?
No.
No? So it was just kind of like young people kind of like hanging out, not doing anything, kind of being in the way, you know?
Yeah.
And so it was like, you know, they even had that scene in there where the police were like must have showed up when they were filming the music video, I'm guessing, or maybe that was all just staged. Otherwise, they probably wouldn't have been able to show it. But that guy was like kind of mouthing off to the police and stuff. And they were just kind of in this big group, and they were all wearing these like sort of like outcasty looking clothes, you know? Mm-hmm. Like all the clothes in that video were so like year 2000, just like so incredibly 2000. Big baggy jeans, big baggy shorts with lots of pockets, cut off, t-shirts. In the lyrics of the song, they mentioned Iron Maiden and I think Judas Priest and stuff like that. So they were talking about how they were raised on sort of like metal from the 80s. Mm-hmm. So that would also include like Twisted Sister, but they also have like a Beastie Boys reference in there when they do that. Because we don't. Like that's a Beastie Boys thing, which I know you don't really know who they are. But there's a lot of clear references to this that they're referencing in the music and also that they're referencing in the video. And I know a lot of that stuff kind of goes beyond you, but did you get like a feeling of like, people don't really wear clothes like that anymore, you know?
Oh, no.
Or they're kind of maybe even starting to come back a little bit really because like 90s and early 2000s culture is the thing that's like 20 years ago now. So it's kind of starting to come back a little bit. But sorry, you talk a little bit. I don't want to just keep talking. I feel like I'm just telling you all these things about it.
Well, yeah, it was definitely top tier for the rest of the songs I've heard in that category. If I had to give it a rating, I'd say 8 out of 10.
An 8 out of 10. Now, did it feel like a rap song to you?
No.
Even though they were doing like it was kind of a faster song, but it didn't feel like a rap song at all?
No.
Okay. So I think that tells me kind of that it's not necessarily about the lyrics and the singing fast so much. It is like the attitude of the song that to you that like makes it feel that way. Did you catch any of the lyrics really at all, or?
I mean,
it depends. You may not have been listening to them as much.
It sounded like people that don't really want to do a lot of stuff with their life, you know?
Yeah.
But
yes, he was definitely saying like, don't count on me. We're not good for anything. Like we're the outcasts, all that kind of stuff. And that is definitely a punky attitude of like people who are kind of tired of everybody telling them that they are like good for nothings, like that they're kind of like a bum or that they don't have any like worth to society. And so punk culture, which I'm not super familiar with, but punky sort of culture, anti-authority culture is more like you kind of embrace that. And so you're just like, yeah, okay, I do kind of suck. Let's all celebrate let's all celebrate being worthless together. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And so that's kind of what that video was kind of showcasing, with everybody there just like dancing. And it really did look like there were all different kinds of people there, and everyone looked like they were having a good time. And I can imagine that totally being like the vibe of their shows and things like that. So yeah, I don't know. Do you have any closing thoughts on this song, really?
No. I guess really punk. I didn't get a sense of rap in there, really.
Okay.
But
It's a pretty heavy song, actually. Like the da-da-ts, da-da-ts, da-da-ts. Would you say it was a happy sounding song overall?
definitely everyone there felt like they were having a lot of fun.
So it was
Very
like a happy sounding song, though? Because I would say it is, but I mean, that's,
Yeah.
up to the person listening.
I'd say so.
Okay. Now, what did you think about the fact that every member of the band sung a little bit?
I thought that was good. That
That's not a super common thing.
that's good that everyone can sing.
Yeah, especially to have it's very rare in a band to have a drummer sing. Not everybody's as amazing as Phil Collins, who is a drummer
Yeah.
and sings at the same time. But usually Phil Collins, when he's performing a concert, like 90% of the concert, he's not playing the drums. Someone else plays the drums and he sings. But on his albums, he plays a lot of the instruments. But I thought it was neat in this video, like the drummer was the guy with sort of like the short hair. And so they would show them walking around singing. And then when they were actually showing them playing the song, he would drum and sing while he was playing. So I assume at their concerts, they all do lots of singing. And I think that, me personally, I think that's really cool.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Anything else?
No.
Nope. All right. Let us know in the comments if you want us to listen to any other stuff like this. I may be completely wrong by saying sort of pop punky, but to me, that's what it is. This is a style of music that I myself never really got into. And as I told Hunter when we recorded the first video, when we listened to 311 a little while ago, none of these 4 songs we're going to be listening to in this batch of recording are by bands who I liked enough to go out and buy their albums. So I do not have a Sum 41 album. I don't know very much about them. I know they're like 1 or 2 other songs that were hits on the radio around this time, maybe even from the same album. But other than that, I just totally lost track of them. I don't know if they're a band anymore or anything at all. So, interesting. Yeah, let us know if they have like huge hits from like modern hits or whatever. Let us know. I'd be really interested to hear that. I really like all the crazy vocals that they did on this song, and having everybody in the band be able to do vocals, to me, makes it a really special thing. So to me, that's kind of one of the things that makes it stand out a little bit more. But all right, well, we'll let you go for now, and we'll be back with another video in a little bit. The next song we're going to listen to, I'll give you a little hint, is Miss Murder by AFI. Do you think you've heard that one?
No.
All right, well, we're going to listen to that one. Thank you very much, and we'll hopefully see you
Next time.
yeah.